Well, Tanya Plibersek has confirmed the $13 billion Murray-Darling Basin plan will not be completed on time. Government projections suggest the plan will fall well short of its 3,200 gigalitre target. Let's bring in political reporter Olivia Caisley, who's following the story. Olivia, we heard from the Water Minister a bit earlier today, and she was really levelling blame on her predecessors for these delays.
What's really big news, the Murray-Darling River Basin plan will fall 750 gigalitres, which is about the equivalent of 300,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools short of its water recovery targets. That's 3,200 gigalitres, which is meant to be achieved by the middle of next year. This plan, of course, was a Howard-era reform and essentially laid out how water along the nation's largest river system should be shared among farmers, industry and also the environment. But Tanya Plibersek today conceding that there's no way that target will be met. She's levelled blame, though, at the former coalition government, who she says deliberately sabotaged the plan.
We have been left a mess. We have been left a failure after these years of deliberate go slow and undermining of the plan. But nevertheless, I am absolutely determined that we will deliver on the Murray-Darling Basin plan in full. That means working with the states and territories to make sure that all of the elements of the plan are delivered.
One of the ways that the Commonwealth has been working with the states and territory basin states essentially to deliver water saving is through the creation of infrastructure projects, and that's to try and retain as much water within the system. But today Ms Plibersek says that the delivery of these projects has been way too slow, and she wants the states to step up.
No one wins from this. It means we'll see worse outcomes for nature and we'll see greater uncertainty for farming communities. Part of the reason that we're not hitting the targets is because a number of infrastructure projects that the states were responsible for are delayed.
The Environment Minister wants the states to deliver on these infrastructure projects regardless of the time frame next year.
We know what we need to do. We need to get our skates on and do it. We're not talking about open-ended extensions. We're talking about some extensions with an increased expectation of deliveries. What I also want to see from the states and territories is if they get extra time, that we also have extra assurance that we will deliver the plan.
We've started to see some responses from across the political spectrum in response to this news today. I'm going to read this statement now from Senator Hanson-Young from the Greens. She says the Albanese government needs to stand up to the big irrigators and the upstream states and deliver on the water that was promised for South Australia and for the environment. We'll stand by for what I'm sure will be pretty interesting responses from the basin states. Ash.